All right, now let's do part B. So we are at 7b.i now, where we have y being equal to x squared plus 1 multiplying 5 plus x plus 1 over x. So that is B. Let's do I now. I is to use the product rule to solve this question. Then I is to then expand it. So anyway, we might as well just do it once to say BI. We put this. Let's do the product rule. So you know the product rule. This is going to be U. This is going to be V. So you say let U be equal to x squared plus 1 and V be equal to 5 plus x plus 1 over x, which is the second part. Okay. Now we know that we're not going to be able to differentiate this 1 over x. So what do? We change it. So it'll be 5. You can say v is equal to 5 plus x to the minus 1. Okay, that is what you do, because it was 1 over x to the 1, which means when you take it to the top, it becomes x to the minus 1. So now we are going to say, what is u prime? U prime will be differentiate this, drop the power 2, reduce it by 1x. Then derivative of 1 is nothing. Then v prime is going to be, now we differentiate 5, it becomes nothing. Differentiate x, you get 1. Plus, now what happens? You drop down the power, it becomes minus 1. Then you reduce it by 1, it becomes x to the negative 2. So this will be minus, just instead of a 1, you just put a minus. So it's just a minus of x to the negative 2. Now, once we have it like this, we could even then say this v prime will be 1 minus x to the negative 2 is what? Is 1 over x to the positive 2. Okay? Because it's like this, just a 1 here. So if you want to change this to be a positive power, you dropped it back to the denominator and you put a 1 on top. So now we can now say that dy dx, or y prime, is going to be, what do? You bring the second one, multiply by the derivative of the first, then plus the first times derivative of the second. So what is the second one? Is this v? We can bring it. So we can just say it is 5 plus x. It is 5 plus x plus 1 over x. We don't use this version of x to the negative 1 unless we are differentiating, which is what we converted it to, just so that we differentiate and we took it back after differentiating. Okay? So we then multiply that by u prime. And what is u prime? Where is our u prime? We go look for it. It is 2x. So we're multiplying it by 2x. Then plus u. What is the u? X squared plus 1. So we'll put it in bracket. X squared plus 1. This whole thing is multiplying v prime, which is 1 minus 1 over x squared. Okay. So what are we now just going to get? 2x times 5. It's 10x. 2x times x is plus 2x squared. Then 2x times 1 over x is going to be plus 2x divided by 1, or divided by x. Okay, if you multiply this 2x by 1 over x, it's a whole number, so it's going to multiply the top only, which is 1. It becomes 2x. Then the denominator is 2x. Then we say plus, we'll simplify later. This is 1 minus 1 over x squared. Okay, so x squared times 1 is x squared. Then x squared times negative 1 over x squared is going to be negative. X squared is a whole number, so it goes at the top, and then at the bottom is also an x squared. Then we now say 1 times 1 is going to be plus 1. Then 1 times negative 1 over x squared is going to be negative 1 over x squared.